Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I am Umair Mazhar, Education Manager Malaysia from HR Consultants. I welcome you all of you on the official page of HR Consultants Pakistan. HR Consultants has organized this virtual education fair for you people as you are at your home due to lockdown and you need information to know about how to get admission in the study abroad. So today HR has organized with partner university, Swinburne University, Malaysia with us, and Mr. Dallin. We are very thankful to Mr. Dallin for you that he has given us time uh, for your university to be introduced and courses that we can discuss over there. And with me is my fellow colleague, Mr. Noman Hamid from HR Consultants. So how we started, in the start, Mr. Dallin will introduce about the university. Swinburne University is basically Australian and they have a campus in Malaysia from which the Mr. Dallin is representing. And after that, on the behalf of all of the viewers, we will go for a live question answer sessions with Mr. Dallin. Here, our numbers are displayed on the screen. This I'm repeating for you. This is 0346 4747 034. And if you have any question, you can just call us live on this. And Mr. Dallin and HR team will be very thankful to answer you for your queries. So, Mr. Dallin, how are you?
Hi, Umer. Hi, Noman. Hi, guys. How's everyone? Assalamualaikum from Sarawak, Malaysia. Hope everyone is doing fine during this unprecedented time.
So, we want to know, please introduce about your university.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Dylan. I'm from Swinburne University of Technology, Sarawak campus. So we are the only offshore campus in Malaysia of Swinburne University of Technology, originally from Australia in the city of Melbourne. So we have been in, as you can see here, we have been in Malaysia for 20 years and we are offering full Australian degree programs. So you can study in Malaysia either partially or fully and get an Australian degree. You can also transfer to the Melbourne campus anytime after the first year, right up to the final year.
Thanks, Dylan. We know that Swinburne is an Australian university. They have a campus in Malaysia. So we want to know that students studying in Malaysia will be getting the same degree like Australian Swinburne University. No? So we want to know the worth of the degree. Like if the student studying from Australia, he will be getting the degree, and student studying in Malaysia, he will also get the Swinburne University degree. So what's the worth of both? Like it will be the same?
Yes. When you talk about a Swinburne degree, it is actually identical. In Swinburne, there's only one type of degree, which is from Swinburne University of Technology. So it's actually in Victoria, Australia. So the degree is considered an Australian degree. Whether you study in Melbourne or you study in Sarawak, at the end of the day, you're getting just one degree, which is the Australian degree. We don't have dual degrees.
Okay.
So we want to know. So we want to know from Dylan, what are the courses you are offering at this campus?
Sorry, what are the courses?
Yes.
Okay. Right, we have programs from foundation to and diploma and bachelor's, master's up to PhD. In the main fields are in business, engineering, IT, design, and science. We have masters in language, but the rest are available at undergraduate level.
Okay, Dylan, we know Swinburne University, Malaysia is in Kuching, and yes, it's in the Kuching. So we want to know about something about Kuching, please.
Okay, so you can see behind me, that's the campus in Malaysia, in Kuching. So we are actually a city campus. The other screen shows the video. So it's good that we are looking at this because this is actually Kuching city. Okay, most of you might have heard of course, when you think about Malaysia, you think about the capital city. Okay, but we are not the capital city. We are a distance from the capital city. We are probably the fourth largest city in Malaysia, right? We are a 1 hour, 40-minute flight from the capital, right? And the campus, the Swinburne University campus is actually in the city area. It's only about 15 minutes from the city center. So you have access to all the amenities. And we're actually also very close to things like the beach. You can also go see mountains, nature within less than 1 hour. So the location-wise, city campus, but close to everything that students would need.
Okay, uh, Dylan, you have just told that the degree that awarded over here is the same that is awarded in Australia in the main campus. So,
Yes, sir.
which will be is any difference in the fees of both campuses as well?
Yes, there's actually quite a big difference. You may be aware, if you study an Australian degree program, it's probably I think in Pak rupees you're looking to pay at least in the region of maybe 30 lakh, sorry, 300 lakh per year. Uh, sorry, it would be
No,
about
no
300.
problem.
Yeah. So in Malaysia, Swinburne in Malaysia, we're actually offering the same degree program at a fraction of the Australian degree cost, which is usually about 1/3 of the Australian program. So you pay for the amount of fees you pay in Australia for 1 year, you can actually complete your 3-year program in the Malaysia campus.
Okay, so
So the student, sure, that's it.
so student can transfer himself to your main campus as well.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, we have transfer options. We have actually 2 options if the student is keen to spend time in Australia. We have transfer and we have exchange. So transfer means they can permanently move from the Malaysia campus to Australia after a minimum of 1 year. That means they can do it in their 2nd year or in the final year. All right. We also have an exchange program, which is very attractive because, as you know, if a student transfers, the moment they reach Australia, they will be paying the Australian fee. But if they go on exchange, they will actually be able to spend 1 semester in Australia and still pay the Malaysian fee. So Swinburne, Sarawak, we offer this program, this option for all our students.
So Dylan, good to know that the student can easily get the Australian degree in 1/3 cost in studying in Malaysia, while studying in Malaysia.
That's right.
How many international students do you have in the Kuching, like
Currently, we're close to 1,000.
this campus?
Yeah, yeah. Which it's not a very big campus, as you can see from the picture. It's our campus is being in the city, so you're not have such wide spaces. It's very close to a shopping mall, banks, supermarkets, 2 mosques. Okay, and the area of the campus, which you see behind me, it's about 16.5 acres. So there it will accommodate all our facilities. Okay, we currently have about close to 4,000 students on campus, right? And about 20% of these are international students. So that's close to about 800 students are international. I'm happy to say from Pakistan, it makes up probably the top 2 or top 3 numbers of our international students. We have close to about 200 students from Pakistan.
Okay, thanks, Dylan. Now I want to know about the eligibility criteria for your bachelor's program, for your foundation diploma programs.
Right, very good. So coming from Pakistan, we are very familiar with the Pakistan High School, secondary, metric, as well as inter, HSC. So we actually accept both qualifications from Pakistan into our respective programs. If a student has completed their metric, okay, they can consider to do our foundation program, which is 1 year, or our diploma program, which is 2.5 years. Those that have already completed inter, they can actually go directly into the bachelor's program, depending on their grades.
So what is the approximate fee for the foundation, bachelor's or diploma program? And do you people offer some scholarship for that students as well?
Yes. Okay, let me just quickly convert this. Our foundation fee is currently about in Pak rupees about 9 lakh for the foundation year, for the whole year. Where diploma 1 year, yes, for the 1 year. And then for the diploma program, for the 2.5 year diploma, it's currently about 14 lakh to complete the whole diploma. That means for 14 lakhs, you will finish the whole diploma in Malaysia. And you were mentioning scholarships, right? Yes, we actually offer scholarships. Since last year, we have actually given all international students, of course, including Pakistan, they can, all international students are eligible for 2 lakh scholarships. It means automatically when they join Swinburne, they'll get 2 lakh in scholarship. Okay? And then on top of that, we look at their high school results. If they have good results, they can get up to an additional 4 lakh rupees in scholarships for the degree programs and maybe 4 lakh 50 for foundation programs.
So I think you're offering 50% scholarship for
Yes,
foundation,
up to 50.
depend on the grades
Yeah.
and the international student quota as
Yes.
well.
Yes. Yeah, so we can just quickly talk about the entry requirements. As long as a student has, for metric, if the student has done metric with a minimum of 65, they can come into the into the foundation program. And then our scholarship starts from 75. So anyone with 75% and above in metric will start to get some scholarship, right? And same for inter, coming into our degree program, we just need 65% in intermediate to get into the degree. And with 75% and above, they start to get scholarships.
Great, great.
Okay, fine. One
Yes.
more thing, Dylan. What about
Yes,
your IELTS requirement? As you are the campus
Okay,
of Australian University, so what's the IELTS requirement of yours?
Yes, so it's very similar to Australia. We currently, for our foundation and diploma programs, IELTS, we require band 5.5 with no band below 5. And for bachelor's, undergraduate, we require IELTS band 6 with no band below 6. This is just one of the English requirements. It is not mandatory to have IELTS or TOEFL or other English tests because as you know, with HR, we can actually run our own English tests in the HR office. So a student who does not have IELTS or TOEFL, they can actually choose to do our English placement test. It's computer-based at HR's office or even at home. I've actually during this lockdown time around the world, we've actually successfully done quite a few English tests directly with the students at home.
Okay, so is there any fees of that program as well?
No, it's the university's own test. We do not charge a fee for the first attempt.
Good. Dylan, we want to know the what is the living cost per year living cost in Kuching?
Okay, I would say, okay, over the years, I would still say you can get by in Kuching, Malaysia, for about 3 lakhs per year as a student.
3 to 4 lakh
That means
approximately.
includes your accommodation. Yeah, 3 to 4 lakhs per year for your food, accommodation, everything in Kuching. Because we're not in the capital city, we're also not as expensive as the capital city. So you can expect the prices, cost of living in Kuching to be significantly lower than like a big city, even like compared to Karachi. Kuching would be 15-20% lower than one of the bigger cities.
Good. And Dylan, do you have any internship program for bachelor students?
Yes, we do. At the moment, internship, we call it industry-based learning. It is actually a mandatory component of our engineering and computer science degrees. That means these students, they can actually choose to take 6 months or 12 months of internship or industry-based learning, either in Malaysia or offshore, depending on their preference. So yes, it's actually part of their course.
Dylan,
Great.
I have a question. As you
Yes.
tell that you have transfer options available for your undergrad programs. You
Yes.
have exchange and transfer both options, and you've explained it very well. So is this option is also available for your master programs?
At the moment, we have 3 master's programs. One is an MBA, one is a Master of Arts in TESOL, teaching of English to speakers of other languages, and one is a Master of Construction Management. Masters which have seen transfer cases to Australia would be the MBA. So a student could do the first half in Malaysia, right, and complete the MBA, maybe with a choice of more majors or streams in the Melbourne campus.
Okay. So can you please highlight about your accommodation options as well?
Yes, okay, accommodation. We have on-campus accommodation. Okay, so looking at this picture behind me, it's actually just off the screen somewhere here. So it's really on campus. It's within the university. The thing is, this year we are, from last year, we have been investing about 50 million ringgit to expand the campus and the facilities. So in the second half of the year, the accommodation will undergo this expansion to improve and beautify the accommodation. So the on-campus accommodation will temporarily not be available because of the renovation, and we will actually be offering our students currently staying on campus and those who will be coming to stay in off campus with different options. We have options that are actually just next to the university, just next door, and we also have those that are maybe 5 or 10 minutes away with a shuttle bus provided.
Okay, or
So you people give the airport pickup as well for the interested students?
Yes, we give a complimentary airport pickup for all new students, including their families. So if they're coming with their families, they just need to let us know in advance and we will arrange their pickup. No problem. We understand that for some of them, it might be the first time out of the country. So we'll make sure they get checked in safely and, they have somebody they can contact.
Dylan, what is the employability ratio of your university, Swinburne?
It's very, very popular question. So employability at Swinburne, each year it changes, but I would say it's at about 94%, which is above the Malaysian national average, right? And for some programs like engineering programs, some majors are actually up to 100%. So actually 100% of some engineering graduates actually get a job within 6 months of graduation. That's how they measure the employability.
Good.
Dylan, have you already explained the things I will want to repeat for my viewers? To summarize the things that you've done, that you have courses for business, for engineering, for design, for IT, and IT like cybersecurity, data science, artificial intelligence, or cybersecurity subjects. And you're also offering master's program in that. And you told that the fees is very competitive. The fees in your Melbourne campus and fees in your this Sarawak campus is a difference of 1/3. And the living cost that you told that is almost around something 4 lakh per year Pakistan. So it's a very competitive option for you viewers. And our numbers are displayed on the screen. You can WhatsApp your education documents to us. And one more thing, Dylan, what about your intakes? Because due to lockdown, all the universities have extended or deferred their intakes. So can you please put light on the intakes as well? So then after that, we will close this session.
Yes, sure. You'd like me to explain them now?
Intakes, yes, please, intakes.
Yes, okay, sure. So normally for the foundation program, we have 4 intakes a year, right? For the diploma, we have 2 intakes. And for the bachelor's, we also normally have 2 intakes. So normally the bachelor's program, we start in March and September. So this year, we actually have had students already join us in March. And then unfortunately, because of the lockdown, some of them are actually stuck in Kuching, but classes are ongoing because the university has actually decided to run all classes online this semester. That means students who are in the diploma degree, they are doing the first semester online. And one attractive option is that our foundation program, our foundation intake just started last week on the 13th of April. So actually a student who doesn't want to wait until the lockdown is over, they could actually right away start their studies if they're willing to study online. And we actually have a few students from Pakistan who have decided to take up this option that they are doing their first semester online from back home. But of course, you will need the access to the right facilities like a computer with internet, right, to access all the study materials and also communicate with the lecturers. But we are doing the whole first semester of the year, right, until July. We're doing it online. And then by the second half of the year, that means normally September, we hope to have full, all normal campus activities will continue. We'll also be continuing the online delivery.
So the next intake would be October 2020?
No, actually, yes, we have an October intake, but we also have a September intake normally. But of course, this year we have decided also, so because some students might not, maybe they originally wanted to start in the start of the year, and would not like to wait so long. We are also having a June intake for students who would like to start with a short semester so they can also join into the September or October intake later. So it saves them time, and also helps them to spread out their studies.
So dear viewers, you have just listened from Mr. Dallin that he told that they are open. Their intake is available in the coming June. So don't you have to worry. They have told you about their courses. Their fees is very competitive. The cost of living is very low. And the intake is open. So our numbers are displaying on the screen of yours. You just have to WhatsApp your education documents to us, and we will arrange that admission from Swinburne University. And you don't have to be worried about your IELTS, because as Mr. Dallin has said that the Swinburne is conducting their own English test, and which you can also do at sitting at your own home. So you don't have to worry for that, and there is no charges from them for the first intake that he has mentioned. So I'm repeating the number of WhatsApp so on which you can forward your education documents. It's already mentioned on the screen, but you can note it, the 0346 4747034 and 0346 4747052. And you can also send your education documents at malaysia@asiapakistan.com. I'm repeating, you can also send your education documents at malaysia@asiapakistan.com. If you don't have your complete documents with you, as because most of the universities, as almost all universities schools we know are closed. So with the available documents you can just provide us. We can apply for admission, and they can provide a conditional admission on the basis of your first year results or your O-levels predicted or A-levels predicted results. So dear, very thanks to Mr. Dallin for his time that is provided to us. I know it's already very late in Malaysia. You are almost touching 9 o'clock over there. So we are very grateful to you for your times and the very valuable information that you shared with us. So from my side, this is Zain. Mr. Dallin, you have a few remarks. Say goodbye to the viewers.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Wishing everyone all the best, and hope you all stay safe. And I hope to see some of you in Swinburne soon. Okay. I know. Maybe just a short one. I know that for students, many of students, they might feel restless because of this long lockdown. You're staying at home for so long. But as you can see, universities around the world, they're adapting and they're starting to give online studies. So Swinburne is no exception. We are also giving you the option. That means if you don't want to wait till the second half of the year or the end of the year, you could actually start your degree or foundation program online from back home now. And when the travel restrictions are lifted, you can always come and make full use of the facilities at our campus. All right. So I'm just wishing everyone hang in there, and we'll all get through this. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay. So nice of you.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, viewers, thanks a lot for your time. Take care, stay at home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.